Hello, Waswere here, back with another episode of Boss Man, the series where we go for all the drops from all the bosses in the game. We are so close with only 4 items to go. They are the Scripture of Full, the Scripture of Bic, the AOD Chest, and the Vitalis Pet. I'm throwing the full book to the side and focusing on the other 3 bosses. I may be back to RS3, but I'm not ready for that grind yet. And a drop rate buff is coming for God Wars Dungeon 3 with the extension quest reward changes, so I'd be silly not to wait. Starting off this episode, we are looking at Virago. I haven't really shown too many clips for Virago since it started, but I promise you I've been working on it. There are a total of 6 weekly rotations. They are in order: Ceilings, Scopulus, Vitalis, Green Bomb, Team Split, and Purple Bomb. For Duo, I ignore 2 of the rotations, Vitalis and Green Bomb, but maybe one day I can see myself getting into Green Bomb in the future, especially if Vitalis is like one of my only items left. But I definitely don't see myself ever duoing Vitalis. I'd probably rather learn solos at that point. How it works is that each week the attack rotation and special attacks that Virago uses on Phase 3, 4, and 5 changes, meaning you need to do something slightly different. I like this because it keeps it interesting and it feels like every week you're kind of relearning a new boss. Like when I go back to Virago, I need to relearn Team Split, then I need to relearn Scop, and then relearn Ceilings, etc, etc. I get for those that are learning, it can be really frustrating because by the time you feel comfortable with that rotation, it's already a new week. But once you get through that 6-week process the first time, you have them all down and it's a nice change of pace. I'd say Team Split is probably my favorite of the rotations. It's not the fastest rotation, but you're able to get her done quickly still, and just the way that Team Split breaks up the rotation makes it a lot simpler for my brain to comprehend what I'm supposed to be doing. One other thing I should mention is that I changed my interface after coming back from Leagues on Old School. It's a small change, but you'll be able to notice it. I did it primarily because my Limitless and Tendrils were so far apart, and I had a tendency to click both of them and not use a keybind, and I was losing a lot of ticks. So now they're beside each other and I can do it fast enough that I don't. Plus my mouse is way more central and I don't need to move it as much. All the old clips are going to have my old interface, so don't be too jarred. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Duo Sing. That's gonna be huge. Hell yeah. Another seismic to add to the collection. Was the last sell, so what did it sell for? It sold for 550 flat. So that's a 275 mil split. Oh, there we go. We finally got a drop. I also got 5 out of 5 on this kill, so that looks really nice. At least we got the wand, but we missed a... What is that? 1 in 500 chance at Vitalis? Unfortunate. Anyway, on to more kills. Hour over, we got the wand. The Sudi bot is down, but last I saw it was like 550 mil. And it insta-sold over 550 mil at 561 mil, which means it's 280.5 mil each. And we also get an energy split out of it. So let's go find our partner. So I ended up with 26 energies on the hour and they got 10. So I owe them an extra 8 with the split as well. 280 mil, 500k, 5 energies, or 8 energies. And there, yeah, we made like 300 mil that hour. Probably more because I still have an extra 18 energies to go with that 280 mil. And Rago is just really nice. Thank you for making dual wield magic OP, Jagex. There are 2 main ways to kill Virago on Phase 5. The first is to take it slow, get a reflect, and get it shortly after there's a swap between the base and bomb tank after bleeds. Or you can go balls to the wall and try to get it before reflect. I normally like to take it slow and consistent because it's not going to add another kill to the hour, but I was with my boy Hemo and he's very good, so he pushed me to try zero linking, which is the colloquial term for getting it before reflect. And how we do it is we force a bomb onto each of us and we get Disruption Shield on it, so there's no pushback on those hits, and we go ham on the DPS. It does feel really good to get done, but I know I was so close to just PKing myself. This might be a Hemo-only strategy. There we go. That is our first seismic drop with Hemo. And because he has Vitalis, he's getting a 75% split, so that is going to be very good for him. I think he just netted like 400 mil or something. And there is 1,600 Virago kills in normal mode. 400 more, actually 300 more for the next threshold because we have 100 hard mode kills. So the two of them add together to make the total kill count 2,000, which will be another threshold. The hour is over. Ends up being 159 mil split for me for the seismic wand. It sold for 635 mil, and he gets to keep 75% of it. On top of that, we picked up 44 energies total, so he gets to keep 75% of that, which is 33. So Hemo made bank this hour with 476 mil split and 33 energies, and that's another like 70 mil, so he probably made 550 mil this hour. Pays to have Vitalis. He may have got 550 mil in an hour, but I made him earn it. Nothing too special happened in the months of December and January at AOD. Got myself up from 5,900 to 6,300, and as you can see, I seem to be doing about 100 kills a week when I'm paying attention to AOD, so that's kind of something I'm trying to space out for the whole year, maybe get up to 150 to 200, just to try to guarantee that chest a little bit quicker. But in terms of personals, the only thing we picked up was an Imperium core. I seem to always get weapons and never get codexes. One of the last things I did before I quit for leagues was learning how to base. I got on some really quick teams, and as a DPS I was struggling, so they're like, why don't you try to base? Yeah, your DPS won't matter as much, and just don't mess up. And I didn't, and I was able to set a new PR at 2 minutes, so that's my pre-leagues PR. Keep that in mind for when we come back post-leagues. And I got addicted to old school again. It seems to happen that leagues come out right around the time that I'm losing motivation. Last year it was ED2 in the Greater Barge, and this year it was Zuck and AOD with the Scripture of Full and AOD chest. And I had a lot of fun and accomplished a lot with leagues. In fact, when I quit, I was about rank 63, and I ended up being rank 90 in the end, as I quit with about like 2 or 3 days left, because I was ready to get back on RS3 and grind out the final 4 items. But in order to ease myself into it, I started with Croesus. It's not really PVM, but I still had to surge, bladed dive all over the place, and use keybinds effectively, so it's a good warm-up period to reintegrate myself to RS3 combat. And pretty much right away, Jagex seemed to miss me and dropped me a pair of Criploom bottoms. Thank you very much. This was the total loot from the hour. We got the bottoms, and on top of that, we got another 14 mil in loot. The page is going up to, I think, 4 mil now? Yeah, 3.9 mil makes for the common drops to be quite nice, but let's throw this all on the bank. As it's been quite a while since I last showed off what I've been doing at Croesus, we now have 5 bottoms. We have 3 helms, a top, 2 gloves, a boots, 3 hammers, 1 torch, and 2 spore sacks. So we're just looking for that Scripture of Bic. And once we have that, we'll be done here. I might do the 1,000 Publics to get the pet skin, but I don't think I'll probably do that long term. MVP my ass. We just got MVP, most points, and Nublet over here happened to snipe my Scripture. I wish I could trade him those bottoms and steal that book away from him. Surprisingly good 3 hours of sus. I got 39 mil, so that's 13 mil in commons with 2 onyxes. Get to add that to our stack, and 2 more pages. These pages have gone up a ton. They're almost 4 mil now. I've stopped using the big book even because I just don't do clues, and I'm just burning money for no reason. But let's bank it all. No unique this session, but we missed that 1 Scripture. No! Another Scripture of Bic missed. Ugh. God damn it. Oh well. Hey, there's 600 Croesus kills. Slowly making our way towards 1,000, and hopefully the end of the collection log. That is 3 hours of sus done. Got a fair amount of loot. 43 million commons. Like, when you get these onyxes and these manuscripts of Bix, it really adds up. Also 15 tropes, but no one in the team got a drop in 27 kills. So 27 times 4 is 108. So we're basically double drop rate. Oh, there he goes. He gets another pair of gloves. It's kind of funny because this guy's Nubla, if you don't know him, pretty big RSC YouTuber. He has like 1100 sus kills and he has 4 gloves and 5 boots, which is kind of hilarious, and no top yet. Okay. Why did that not broadcast? I don't know why I didn't get a broadcast. Oh, I'm on the wrong I'm on the wrong menu. That's why I didn't get a broadcast. Yeah, so I got a foul torch. That is another drop, but it is not the drop I need. Okay, unfortunately, Nublet needs this torch, and I need his scripture. So we seem to be going back and forth on the drops, and we'll try to engineer a trade later on. Unfortunately, he's an Iron Man, and it still won't count for my collection log. Kill count 640 there, and it is our second torch. So again, we just need that scripture of book to complete this log. So this is the end of my Croesus day. I've spent 7 hours here, and it is currently like 3 in the morning, so I kind of regret it. It's like, we spent 7 hours here today, and we saw 3 drops. And one of them went to myself, which was the torch. Looking at our chest here, we have the foul torch and another 67 mil in common loot, plus the 40 mil that we gained beforehand from the previous 3-hour session, as this was a 4-hour session. So that leaves us a total of about 110 mil in common loot, plus another 150 mil from the torch. So 260 mil over 7 hours, so we're like 35 mil per hour, and we didn't even hit any of the super rare drops, so I will take that. So that's enough Croesus for now. We picked up just over 100 kills along the way, picking up a torch and some bottoms. So we hit 2 drops in 115 kills, so a little dry, but not dry enough to justify a 3rd drop. And that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. Pepper in 100 kills whenever I feel motivation. Go for a Croesus weekend. Put 10 or so hours in instead of really trying to grind it out at once, because that's just going to end up with me back on old school. But now that I've de-rusted, I am ready to try out some more PVM. And we're going to jump into some Angel of Death. Well, AOD hasn't changed much since I left. No new items have dropped, nothing to change up the meta, but with 2 months of my crew doing daily AOD, they've gotten a lot better, and I mean a lot better. I don't think I got worse, but that first hour back I felt like I was being left in the dust. Before I left, kills were in the 205-ish range, and now that 205 kill is a slow kill, or a kill where someone died. We're adding up to 20 or even 21 kills per hour pretty consistently. The craziest part of AOD, though, is the banking. Someone even made a guide on how to bank quickly. I'm not going to go into that much detail here, but I want to give you a general idea of what is done here, as it's such a unique part of this boss. With Mage being the dominant style, we need to go to War's Retreat after every kill to reset our cooldowns and our Adrenaline Potion timers, so that way we can use it on Phase 1 and Phase 4. Once the kill is over, you want to pick up your loot and teleport to Wars right away. Then by surging to the right to the crystal, you can reset all your abilities. And at this point, once I do that, I click diagonally and surge through the bank chest and go to the Adren crystal to start gaining Adren to reset my Adren pot and getting up to 100. Once I'm through the portal, I load my preset at next bank and rejoin the instance on the Chinner. At this point, I just wait for the base to Dragon's Breath, and that's the cue to Sunshine, and start it all over again. And right on cue, quite literally the very first hour back, we smashed my PR by 2.4 seconds and into the sub 2 minute territory with a 157.6 kill. Oh shit! There we go, that's my return present to RS3. Oh my god! Another chest missed. I think that's my 10th, and I think that's a dupe for him. About a week later, another 3 seconds knocked off with a 154.6 seconds, and then about 4 kills later, we knocked off one more tick to 154. This is where my PR stands today. I've tied it 3 times, but just can't seem to get into the 153s. Well, looks like we're going to World 2 to sell this one at appraisal. This is right around the time that the Sudi bot is going down, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting to try to sell this, but that's like at least a 300 mil split. We were able to sell the wand, actually sold it to a clanmate. He needed it, and we got to avoid dealing with merchants on both sides. He got the wand for slightly cheaper, and we didn't have to deal with spamming at World 2 for a while. But this is actually 318 mil once you take into consideration that it is 25 GP and not 24. So that is a super nice split to get, adding 300 mil more to the bank. Today is quite a special day. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. The last time I did it was before God Wars Dungeon 3, before Carapac release. So we are doing an AOD Marathon. It's currently 9:55 in the morning, so about to be 10. Basically, the concept is on a weekend, you wake up, you go AOD, and you go AOD all day long. Of course, taking breaks for, like, washroom, getting food, stretching every couple hours, like, not going to be sitting on my butt all day. But the idea is to get as many kills as possible done. And what I've done is I've reset my drop tracker, so I have nothing in here, so we'll see exactly what I get. And then on top of that, all the splits from the rare drops. Kill count-wise, I'm currently at 6659, which means if I do 12 hours, I would basically get right up to 6900. But I think we're probably going to slow down at some point throughout the day, so probably end between 6850 and 6900-ish. And I'll be happy if I get over 200 KC. But let's get to it and try to pick up the intricate chest. Oh, there we go. There's the first drop of the day. On hour number 2. Oh, the first 100 KC milestone of the day. Oh, very first kill of the hour. Oh my god. Back to back. Rip Stellar. Drop Numero Catro. Let's go. Another 2 drop hour. If we get a chest today, that means we'll have completed the collection log in the AOD Marathon. Oh, there we go. My first personal in forever, or at least first personal codex. And that is like our 7th drop of the day. Oh, 6800 AOD. Oh, there we go. That is, I think, drop number 8. We're getting to the end of our AOD Marathon. And I think that might be the last drop. Maybe we'll get one more. Oh, there we go! Now, every single person that has shown up has gotten a drop, and we're gonna be at like 1.5 bill today. For those of you keeping track at home, that was 6 codexes, 2 wands, and 1 core. This led to a total of 1438.9 mil in splits across a total of 187 kills, for an average of 7.69 mil per kill in rares alone. Let's just say this was a very lucky day. So here it is, the end of the AOD Marathon. It's been a long day. It's now past midnight, so excluding breaks, we've been at this 14 hours, but we did take a lot of breaks throughout the day, and we only did actually 9 hours of actual AOD, and I netted myself 185 kills. On top of that, I died once, and I also missed a kill because I had to go AFK for a kill. So in total, we did 187 kills as a team, and as you saw, we picked up all those really good drops. 6 codexes, 2 wands, and a core. That's really lucky. We should have only seen about like 1.5 weapons, but we saw 3. The codex rate was also really good at like 1 in 25-ish, when in actuality it's 1 in 35-ish, so we can't really expect getting a lot of that. But the total split from all the things we sold was 1.438 bill, which is a lot for 9 hours of PVM. And let's see what happens when we also load in these commons. Yeah, the commons aren't that much here. I got a total of 70 extra mil, 80 extra mil from these commons. And basically what I assume with AOD is this pays for supplies. This will pay for my Grim Pages. This will pay for my runes. This will pay for my deaths. And all I need to look at for my pure profit is the splits we got. So this is how I've been able to make a lot of money, is because I've been stuck at this boss for 6,800 kills. And because we did just under 200 kills today, that means that I had about a 4% chance, or like a 1 in 25 chance of securing the chest. But alas, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. But what does this mean? My cash stack now is up to 1.4 bill, and I have another 670 mil in shards. So that's about 17, 18 bill here, plus another 25 to 30 bill in the actual loot tab. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this GP. Like, I don't want to buy a rare, but at the same time, like, am I just going to have a giant shard stack I never touch? I guess we'll see what new items comes out with the 5th boss in the summer, and at least this way I'll have all the money I need to buy all those things on release. But that's enough AOD for this episode. And that's also going to be enough PVM for this episode of Boss Man. Unfortunately, we did not pick up a unique item and still have the 4 left. But next episode, we are jumping back into Zuck's prison as I search for the Scripture of Full. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like, and if you want to be notified right away when I upload, subscribe and turn on notifications. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.